This is the first episode, Cooking with Ray. I've decided to share a very old recipe of mine. It's since it's summer, it's summer squash zucchini because it's so plentiful, and I have a friend that has a garden, so I have actually gotten this from my friend. So we're going to start with, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be using. It's going to be 4 eggs, very simple. A half a cup of oil. I do not use olive oil. I use vegetable oil. It's 3 cups of zucchini, which it's I didn't put it. I grinded it. I have a half a cup of, or you could use a small onion. Put it that way. A small onion. 1 cup of complete pancake mix. And the rest is just spices. Some basil, some parsley, some salt, some Parmesan cheese, a pinch of oregano, some pepper, and that's about it. So we're going to start. It's 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. Okay, so I'm going to put in vegetable oil. Excuse me for a minute. I want to mix the egg and break it up. Also, I have done it in a food processor. You could do the whole thing in a food processor. You could use your chute and put it down the chute, and then just little by little add each item. I prefer today to do it this way. So the oil in the egg is actually mixed up. I am going to add my zucchini. This is 3 cups. I actually used it in my food chopper, and I put it in here because zucchini has a tendency of making liquid, but this seems to be very dry. There's actually nothing there, which is wonderful. Once this is mixed up a little bit, I'll be adding my next ingredient, which is my onion. You could use any onion you want. Whatever you have in the house. It'd be great. I happen to have red, so that's what I'm using today. It's 1 small red onion. Let's see. I'm going to mix that in. You don't have to worry about scraping off the skin of the zucchini. It's all usable. I actually put it into my electric chopper. Okay, next I'm actually going to add my 1 cup of pancake complete mix. Once it gets a little bit too thick, then I won't. I actually will use a spoon. Okay, so now we're going to add grated cheese. I use a half a cup. You could use a half or whatever, however strong you want the flavor. You could add a pinch of salt, but you don't have to add too much because the grated cheese, it has salt in it and it's salty. Okay, so we're also going to add our parsley I chopped up, and also included in the parsley I added some fresh basil. Also, we're going to add a pinch of oregano or whatever's good to your taste. Some pepper. I always have a hard time opening that, and I don't. Again, the seasonings would be to your taste. If you like a lot, you put it. If you don't like a lot or you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Another thing is, I have made this with chopped up ham, and I've also made it with chopped up pepperoni. But since I have a vegetarian in the family, I decided to delete that. And everybody loves it this way anyway, but you can add that if you want to too. Okay, so we just have to finish. I'm going to be, after this is mixed, I'm going to actually be using a 9x13 Pyrex dish. And you can, if you really want to use a disposable 9x13, you know, those silver trays you can get in the stores, you can use that as well. And after it's all cooked, all you have to do is cut up your zucchini and throw out the silver disposable tray. Okay. We're almost ready. It's very simple, as you saw. It was just included, what, a minimum of what, 4 to 5 ingredients. Looks great. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna spray this with well, spray it up. Even if you use the silver disposable tray, you need to spray it. It's gonna go into the oven, a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour, but depending on your oven, it would be good if you test it with a toothpick like you would with a cake. Because if it's still wet in the middle, you'll leave it in another 5 or 10 minutes. So here we go. The ingredients is all ready to be poured into my Pyrex. I know you will enjoy this, and it's a nice light, and I've been told a nice light and fluffy recipe. I was given this recipe by one of my very good friends' mom, who we actually lost during the COVID about a month ago. She was 97 years old. I thought I would actually be going to her 100th birthday, but it didn't happen. She was in the nursing home, and that was a very sad thing. Okay, so you could shake this up, make sure it's all level, clean anything off, and we're ready to put it in. And I'll see you back actually in an hour so I can test this. And I'm actually going to time it. Okay. I always use 2 timers in case in case one of them ends up not working. Thank you. I'll see you in about an hour. This is what it looks like. Actually, for some reason today, I don't know if it's because of humidity, but it actually cooked in 45 minutes instead of 60. Beautiful colors. We'll wait a few minutes and then we'll cut it. So here is the completed zucchini. I'm going to call it a zucchini quiche. I'm going to show you how to present it. Usually I do it two ways. If I'm using it for finger food, then I actually use this large piece, so it sort of takes the place of a napkin. But if I want to use it for an hors d'oeuvre, I use that. I use the smaller one. It's beautiful. Okay. This is what it looks like. So I would consider this like a finger food, so people don't have to use the napkin. They could just pick that up. If you want to use it as an appetizer, or present it on your table with without Auntie Bost, I would use that muffin holder. Actually, I'm going to take a taste. So you could serve like lettuce on the side if you would like, and it's really delicious. Perfect, really perfect. Okay, so I want to finish cutting this up. Oops. Some people like the ends, and some people like the middles. Ooh, these are sort of stuck together. I like using the muffin holders. It's a nice way for people to pick it up. It's easier. It's still a little hot. You get quite a bit out of the recipe too. Nice and golden brown on the bottom. Actually, I don't know, I think you could see it. But very tender and moist. Very moist in the middle. You get quite a bit out of this recipe as well. Depending on your oven, today, for some reason, it only took 45 minutes, so you should start with the 45 minutes and then proceed to 60. Usually, you could tell by the color. This is nice and golden brown. It only took 45 minutes. Normally, it's 60, but maybe it's the high humidity. Okay, here we go. This is the presentation. I have the large pieces if somebody wants to pick it up and eat that. Or I have the hors d'oeuvre size pieces and you use the smaller muffin cupcake holders. So, until next time, until we do a different recipe, I hope you enjoyed my presentation and my show. And I'm sure if you try the recipe, you're going to love it. You can subscribe to Ray's Cooking Channel. Thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed it. See you next time.